All right, let's take a look at some of these trending after-hours movers here. We have Newell Brands, GitLab, Lowe's, and Twitter. Let's kick it off with Newell Brands. A movement here after hours. The stock under some pressure here. The company, now, if you don't know, this is the company behind Yankee Candles, Sharpie markers, the list goes on. But earnings here, they cut their full-year EPS forecast. They missed the street's estimates. Shares off just around 3.5% for the year. They expect EPS of 156 to 170. They initially saw 179 to 186. Now the CEO in this earnings release saying that we have experienced greater than expected pullback in retail orders and continued inflationary pressures on the consumer. In the last month alone, this stock is off just around 14% in the past 6 months as consumers has faced higher inflation here. The stock off just around 26%. So a mover to the downside here after hours. GitLab, another mover that we are keeping a close eye on. Now the results were actually decent, yet the stock is moving to the downside, off just about 3%, and initially dropped around 6% on this news. They actually boosted their full-year revenue forecast, beat Wall Street expectations here for its latest quarter. They see full-year adjusted loss of 64 to 67 cents. The estimate out there in the street was for an 88-cent loss here, yet the stock reversing in after hours. Past 6 months, stock up just around 5%. Year to date, though, for the software company, it's been under a tremendous amount of pressure, with shares off just around 45%. Let's take a look at Lowe's. Now, reports here that their CMO, Marissa Thalberg, has left the company as part of a broader reorganization at the retailer. Shares up just around 4.5%. Now, this news comes as a number of retailers kind of shake up their C-suite executives and announce a number of leadership changes. Lowe's, the latest company to do so. Shares off just around 25% year to date, as they are not clearly the only retailer that has been struggling here so far this year. And rounding it out with Twitter now, a very contentious hearing is underway at the Delaware Chancery Courts. We want to pull up a tweet or a text message that was sent from Elon Musk to his banker back on May 8th. Now, he wrote the quote, "Let's slow down just a few days. Putin's speech is tomorrow. Very important. It won't make sense for us to buy Twitter if we are headed into World War III." Now, taking a look at how the stock has performed since that deal was announced back in April. Now, this is for $44 billion, $54.20 a share. You can see over the past 6 months, stock up at 15%, but well below that $54.20 today, closing at $38.65. We will get more details in just a few minutes on the latest on this hearing. But again, a stock to watch here in after hours.